Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to crack on and see if we can figure out what's wrong with our 340 quid beast. Oh, I'm so buzzing for this car. There's nothing better than a cheap car, and hopefully it doesn't cost us that much to put back on the road and, you know, get it working again.
Right, so the things we know we need to fix is the headlight leveling sensor, the rear brake pipes and that power steering pump, and we'll investigate to see if there's anything else. Like you say, if it failed on what it failed on, there shouldn't be much more. No. Because it was only a few months ago. So it should be as easy as fix them problems and it passes, but you never know.
So before we carry on with this, we're going to check its MOT history just to give us the exact direction on where to start with what its failures are. So it is VA03DWX. I'll get John to shorten that down because I'm a one finger guy. Click, check car. So it's actually given us quite a bad score on the MOT history, but if you scroll down to MOTs, I've scanned through this before. Out of the 11 failures it's had in its life, 8 of them are just tyres, so it's actually not that bad of a car. But our ones that we need to look at here are rear outer brake pipe excessively corroded on both sides and a headlight leveling sensor inoperative. So we're going to crack on with that, order them parts, and then hopefully it should be ready for MOT again. Right, so now that we know what we need to check for with the MOT failures, we're just going to have a quick walk around and see how bad they actually are before ordering parts.
Right. Wonder if that's what he means by the headlight level sensor. This bit, when your back end's overloaded or you've got loads of weight in the back end, obviously that suspension arm's further up. So this level sensor here tells the car how heavy the back end is, and that in turn dips the headlights to the right height. So when he says the level sensor, I think that's what he means.
Right.
So we need one of them.
That bit's the fault we've got for the headlights not being level or self-adjusting. This bit here is where it's failed on rear brake pipes. They do look a bit crusty.
To be honest, it's only to there though.
Oh yeah,
so we've got that to there.
To be honest, it doesn't even look like it's that bad. It just looks like it's had the paint's flaking off.
See, I mean, you could.
That's literally just paint peeling off.
Yeah. You could just clean them up and copper grease them and it would be fine. But
or do you reckon for what it's worth, you'd be able to buy that from there to there, won't you? Right, so I doubt the subscriber knows his own name because I wouldn't remember this if it was my own name. But his name is
user up to HM6TQ7U. And he said, check the power steering cooler pipe that runs under the front bumper.
Now, shout for that because it's actually thick with crusty stuff there, and where that bit I've just cleaned up there, it's pissing out of there.
Is that just travelled down? It has anything?
Yeah, it's definitely there. That was bone dry over there, that. Yeah. So now that we know the headlight level sensor's flam-wangoed, the brake pipes are knackered, and the power steering pipe's leaking, we're going to order all them and they should be in a few days. So we'll pick up with the work once the parts arrive. Right guys, so we've actually got the alloys back for the TT now. We've took them back off so you don't see them. We're going to do all the rest of the other work first. Plus they needed to come back off anyway so we can paint the calipers.
Do the brake lines.
I think we're going to do them yellow. Got a bit of yellow knocking about. We've got brake lines to do, headlight level sensor, power steering pump.
One thing that did let us down was the power steering pipe.
Yeah.
They refunded us without us actually knowing. So we're actually going to go to the TT shop in Blackburn and pick one of them up this afternoon. And hopefully we knock all these jobs out and it's ready for MOT.
We went to the TT shop. The TT shop?
Yeah, it's
a genuine shop, like it's not like a Jag. It's not like a Jag shop that you go there when the missus is out or nothing like that.
No.
We went and got the level sensor for the headlights and he's got friggin' TT parts everywhere.
Yeah.
So we went back to him and he's a nice man, to be honest.
Yeah, we give him a WhatsApp and he's actually sent us a picture of the part and it's quite clean. So we're just going to go up and get there because we want this car done. Really ready for the road, don't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hopefully in one day, hit it. Heads. Done.
It'll be basically ready today without the bodywork and paint done.
Or MOT.
So or MOT, yeah, because obviously we've got to book that in. But I think we're going to do another video on this because it does actually need a little bit. Every panel's got something wrong with it, a little bit bodywork wise. Yeah. So Andy wants to practice with his spray gun he's bought.
The ideal car to practice on, I think.
So today, job is we're going to get the pump. No, we're going to do the rear brake lines first, just so I can get on with painting the calipers and then we don't drip anything on the caliper paint. Yep. Then we can do the power steering pump, headlight level sensor, and then go and pick the other the other pipe up for the other half of the power steering.
Look at this. We need to
Oh yeah, and the lacquer.
sand these down.
Literally just going to give them a bit of a sand there where the lacquer's peeled off and re-lacquer them.
That one's worse, but that's the whole light.
So, that's the job for today. Right, so to remove these brake pipes, we just need to use the brake pipe spanner that the Snackman man had our pants down for. Here's a little shiny spanner there. 40 bloody quid that. Crack the nuts off and disconnect it from the brake pipe joint, removing the back end of the brake pipe, which already has the flexi that goes straight into the caliper on it.
Yeah. It's in better days then.
Just all the stuff's gone flaked off, but obviously the MOT man can't see that.
We could have bodged them and got it past. Like you say, you sand them down, cover them in grease. They're not allowed to get the grease off to save the knackered, which is a stupid rule.
Yeah, it is.
But we're not going to do that because if we sell it, we want it to be safe. So, now look.
Oh, yeah.
Comes with the brand new way, innit?
And once we've got that off, we can simply fit the new one.
Right, that is that side done. Molly's off.
Molly's off. This side's still leaking even though I've squashed it.
Ah.
Still leaking this side even though I've squashed. But yeah, basically, exactly what we've just done there. New pipe there on this side here. Pipe's already off and in the bin because it's absolutely knackered. Right, so Andy's just gone to Blackburn to pick up that pipe we need for the power steering pump. 50 quid. But next job, we're going to get on with painting the calipers. We have talked about what colour to do them, but I think yellow will look alright. I think they'll suit the car quite well, but we'll see. If they look crap, we'll do them again with another colour, but we've got yellow here. He's left it on the bonnet. And we'll see what it looks like. Bolt number 4.
So Liam's just got his third coat on there. Still need another one. I've been up to Blackburn and managed to get us a power steering pipe from the TT shop. So big thanks to him, boxing us off.
It's great going to the TT shop, innit?
Yeah, I love the TT shop. It's beautiful. Yeah, so we did buy one off eBay, but they let us down. They refunded us, but didn't actually say. So we've been waiting for it for what, over a week?
Yeah.
And it hasn't come. So we had a look, and anyway, they've refunded us. So we've got this one now.
It's fresh, that one, like.
We're gonna replace that because that's where it's leaking. So nice simple fix. All you gotta do is take these 2 clips off.
Have we got any jubblies?
Yeah, come with 2 jubblies on.
Oh,
yeah,
got jubblies from the TT shop?
yeah, jubblies. They're fucking lovely jubblies as well.
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, that's the next job. Get that done, and then the power steering pump's just there as well, which looks fairly straightforward. Might take that boost pipe off.
Boost pipe?
The boost, nah. You're boosting straight that there, nah. There, lad.
It's the boost, that job.
And it's as straightforward as taking that bolt, and I think this one's already on. Yeah.
So after getting the power steering pipes off, it's time to get the new one in, and we can move on with putting the power steering pump on. So after getting the new power steering pipe on, we've had to leave it dangling down out the way so we can remove the boost pipe to get to the power steering pump. But when we removed the boost pipe, loads of oil fell out of it, so it's a possibility the turbo might be on its way out. There you go, it's an oil out.
That's got a bit of an oil leak. Oh, bloody hell. I think the turbo bit was for work.
Our turbotic device is ruined.
Have a look, see that there now. That's how much oil has just come out that boost pipe. That'll tell me that the turbo's got a bit to play.
Yep.
Bastard. Can't be asked having to put a turbo on. I mean, they're only cheap, but...
It's only 200 quid to get it refurbed. 250 quid. So I'm really hoping the turbo hasn't gone on this, because if it has, it's probably going to cost us about 250 to 300 quid for the reconditioned one, or maybe up towards 500 or 600 quid for the brand new one. And don't really want to do that, as it would make it a bit of a non-profitable car. So now that we've got the boost pipe off and out of the way, we can get the new power steering pump in, and hopefully we can get rid of the Chewbacca noises.
There should have been 3 bolts in that, and there weren't. Oh yeah, there was. It just fell off.
Snap. Ah!
Well.
What a shitter. Oh yeah, there.
It's still them 2 in that one. Should be fine.
Is that a long bolt that goes all the way through?
No.
Oh, yeah, so 3 bolts is laughing. Bit of weight reduction in it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm probably going to buy it anyway. So after fitting the power steering pump, you can get on with putting the boost pipe back on. securely fitting the power steering pipe back up, and then we can move on to bleeding the power steering. And hopefully that's the steering problem sorted.
So that is all the power steering faults done. We're just waiting for Liam to come back with some fluid now. Top it up, just bleed it up, and all you've got to do is full lock left to right, get all the air out of the system, and it should be good. So while I wait for him, I'm probably just going to jump on this rear level sensor now, where he already took off. So it bolts on just up there. This is the wire, and it grabs hold of this arm just to see how the car's sitting, and obviously that levels the headlights to the correct position. It's as simple as 2 screws that hold it to the chassis. Plug the wire in and then clamp this bit to the leg. So there's the headlight level sensor done. Let's hope it works. New flexies, brake calipers sort of painted, need another coat yet. New power steering pipe, new power steering pump. Is that it?
So after getting all the work done underneath the car that we need to, we can drop the car back down, fill it up with power steering fluid and get on with bleeding the system. To bleed the system, all you have to do is fill it up with oil and keep turning full lock left to right until the noise eventually stops making noise. Right, so we're just going to bleed the power steering system now. So when you're bleeding these, you basically just turn your steering from left to right with your cap open.
Right, so the power steering doesn't seem like it wants to bleed up. It might need a bit of pressure on the wheels, I'm not sure. So I'm going to get the wheels on it now. I'm going to give it a little road test on the private land, and hopefully that's enough to make it bleed. Then we're going to get it in for MOT. I'm not going to show you me putting the wheels on because that'd spoil the fun. So if it works, it's in for MOT in the morning. We'll wash it and give you the big reveal. But up to now, it's going sick. Everything's going to plan. All the brake lines are done. Calipers are painted. Headlight level sensors on. New power steering pumps on. New power steering pipe. What else was there? Is that it? Well, we've sort of refurbed the caps as well, because we've had the wheels refurbed, so should look fresh when it's all on. But like I say, we'll bring you back tomorrow when it's all on and all clean and give you the big reveal. Right, so it's a new day and we had to cancel the MOT on this TT. Took it up the road yesterday after doing all the work to it, and the temperature ran up and over 90 degrees. It was like up near 100, 110 maybe. So we cancelled the MOT, and also when we ran it up yesterday, we noticed a bit of blue smoke and there was a lot of oil in the intercooler, weren't there?
Yeah.
So
there's a good chance.
Yeah, there's a potential that the turbo's knackered as well.
Yeah. So you could be on the 250, 300 quid for the turbo. Yeah, so just in parts, isn't it, really?
Yeah, so Liam's going to take it up the road now, see if it does it again, and then we're going to investigate, see if it's pressurising. If it's pressurising, it's potentially a head gasket gone. If not, it could just be something like a water pump. Could just be a water pump, or, you know, something, maybe even an airlock, you don't know. So we need to investigate more.
Could be something.
Liam's going to take it up the road now, yeah. Could be something or nothing. I hope it's the nothing, and rather than the something, you know what I mean? Because it's a nice little car, and I don't want to have to put too much into it, because if we start doing the head gasket and the turbo on it, it's just not worth selling then, because it'll always more than what it's actually worth. We've got a full industrial estate as a private road here. Yeah.
Really nice with the patu-tu-tus and all that stuff. Yeah.
And not like, wow. We've got an Albu checker in now.
Yeah.
Chew back of that, if anyone doesn't know.
Boot checker. Going up now.
next line.
Did ya?
Just before the red.
It is on its way up, slightly.
Yeah, it's going there, right. I'll tell you what, let's put the heat on. Yeah, the heat coming through.
Oh man! Why can we ever get anything just go right our way? Right guys, so after taking the car up the road and figuring out it was actually overheating, we then moved on to figuring out why it was overheating and changing a few little parts. Right, so after a little bit of investigation with this TT, we sort of figured out-ish that it's probably not going to be a gasket on this because it's not pressurising. We haven't got oil in the water or water in the oil. So we're sort of somewhat ruling out egg gasket.
Yeah.
Jobby.
Leaning more towards water pump, aren't we?
Yeah.
We think the impeller's spinning on the shaft.
First off, we bought a thermostat and water pump. We got on with changing them, and whilst the water pump was off, we done a cam belt as well, just because it made sense to do. So we have had a little tiny win there. Just knocked the power...
Can't leave it running for too long, but...
No. Literally turned it off. Power steering's sorted itself out, so that's now not making any noise. Chewbacca's gone home. Yeah.
Small win.
Yeah, little tiny win. And that's all we ever have, little tiny wins. We never have no big wins.
No.
Yes, is right. So when we took the water pump off, we were kind of hoping that the impeller was spinning on the shaft and not actually driving water around the engine, which would result in overheating problems. But the water pump was fine.
Bastard.
Is it good? Ah. So we put the new one in anyway because we bought it. We put a new cam belt on because why wouldn't you? If you took one off, you might as well put a new one on. And we were still no further ahead with figuring out why it was overheating or not. But luckily, the TT man come to the rescue and he informed us that there was a common fault with these, with the clocks not working. And he did actually show us a little sneaky thing that Audi have put into the car where you can actually test the temperature of your car through your digital heaters. So apparently, there's a hidden temperature gauge in your climate control. We spoke to the TT shop in Blackburn because we've been up there and got a few parts off him. He's alright as he sound. And he said you can Google climate control codes and it gives you your actual temp of your car. So ours now is 75 degrees.
It's saying 90
that's
on that
saying
one.
above 90 on that one.
He did say that one's going to be more accurate, didn't he?
Yeah. So apparently the one in your radio bit's more accurate than the one on your dash. So we reckon we've got dodgy clocks.
He did say it's a common fault on these. The temperature and your fuel gauge goes faulty on your clocks. So
we're basically going to go out for the JISP again and see if that stops when it gets to 90.
Yeah.
This is a little bit like sketchy feeling because you always rely on your clocks working. But obviously if they don't and you find something else. Do you know what though? It's like Audi knew they were putting crap clocks in. But we'll put a secondary one in here just in case they go faulty. You can still check that. But don't tell you about it. So all that messing about we've just done for the past 2 days.
Spends what? Well, I say a couple £100, but...
No, but we wanted the cam belt anyway, didn't we? So we didn't sort of have to do because it's actually not overheating maybe. Maybe, possibly, definitely not.
Yeah, good possibility. So I am not far off red there. Oh, going into the red.
I'm saying it. 80 degrees there now.
Not far off red there. 81, 82.
It's like quarter of the dash out, quarter of the dial out, innit? Love little tricks like this though, when you find something and you think,
come on, 84, get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't sell it like that because no one will believe you. Yeah, honest to God, it just ignore that one.
Yeah, look at that one. Yeah, but we're not going to sell it.
Yeah, we might not. Depends what we're doing with it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's dropping slowly.
Yeah, so I think we're on for a bit of a win here with this because it went to 89 degrees and then come back down to 86.
Yeah.
And then it like fluctuates 86, 87, 88, 87, 86. Then.
And this is still showing just under red.
Yeah.
So
we don't know. Well, we do know.
And the expert that's told us said that'll be more accurate. So we're going off this one.
So I don't think it is actually overheating. I think it's just that the clock's just crap.
Yeah, and we didn't know.
And we didn't know, obviously.
I mean, don't
you
get wrong.
know about that though.
Like you say, the cam belt wanted doing anyway, really. if we're selling it or keeping it, it wants doing.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. You always do the water pump when you do that. We spent a tenner extra on the thermostat we didn't need.
Yeah.
So it's not a loss.
No. It's a friggin' minter, really.
It's alright, man.
Yeah.
86.
I'm sorry if we don't seem too over the moon with this working, but it's been up and down all day and I don't know how to react.
Oh, what's that?
Something fell off.
Not on the road.
Didn't they?
No.
It was definitely a click and a clunk then.
Yeah.
Still feels the same, don't worry about it. I feel like we're just going to have to keep an eye on this for a few days and just go out in it every now and again and just see if it still does exactly the same.
I'll have to buy some new clocks or something.
Yeah.
So next up, we want to thank today's sponsor, Vehicle Score. So when we first bought this car, we were able to make sure we weren't getting scammed by buying a car that owed finance or had previously been stolen or been an insurance category write-off, all thanks to Vehicle Score.
Right, so first thing to do is type in the reg, which is VA03DWX, and click check car. It'll come straight up with a score report of 281 out of 999, which is not great, but it is, 21 years old. Right, so it actually comes up and says the car's 21 years old, and it says getting on. 132,000 miles on the car. Average miles is 6,307 miles a year, which says quite good, and the MOT comments are high, but we have bought it as an MOT failure to try and fix and flip on. So if we scroll down to the instant hidden history reports, we're going to buy the Ultimate Plus package, which we think is the best package you can buy because it lets you know everything you need to know about your car. And if you use code TVR20, you'll get yourselves 20% off the checkout price. So once you've filled all your details in and pay securely, it'll generate your report. Right, so there we have it. We've got our report back and it just gives you general information on the car that you need to know. So at the top of the report, it gives you the model, which is a TT Quattro to it's a 225 brake horsepower BAM engine, which is the better engine from factory. But the most important things that you do need to know is if the car's ever had any outstanding finance, ever been in a write-off, used as a taxi or plate change or anything like that. As we can see here, it has had a plate change, as it's probably not as serious as a private reg can create the amber light. Right, so I'm totally happy with the report we've got back off Vehicle Score. No major issues, and I'm happy with going to purchase this car. So a big thank you to Vehicle Score for sponsoring today's video and helping us buy this car a lot more securely. Right guys, so after getting to the bottom of that overheating problem, which wasn't an overheating problem, there's just a couple more things we've got to do to get this car boxed off and ready for back on the road. And that is, we've got to re-lacquer the headlights because, as you can see here, Andy's just blowing it all off with the airline. Finish the calipers and put the wheels back on, and we can reveal the car to you all.
It's looking fresh. All the MOT work has been done, so it is now ready for its MOT. Headlights are looking like new. All the failures have been done. Let's not look at that side.
Well, they know about it,
the only thing that lets this car down is the damage, which could be a future video for us depending on what we do with it, because we have got ideas, haven't we?
Yep.
But we'll not say nothing about that yet.
Will we buy?
I buy. Right, so we just want to give the TT shop in Blackburn a massive shout out for helping us out and sorting us out for a few parts. He's the one who actually told us about the temperature gauge fault, and without that we'd have carried on digging, looking for faults, but he boxed us off there, didn't he?
Yeah.
So massive shout out to him. If you need any TT parts, make sure you go and see him.
Right guys, so the TT's boxed off and done, just needs an MOT. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give us a like, subscribe and leave us a comment.
And you can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
See you in the next one.